What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, coming at you from some random off-brand truck stop in Minnesota. I got a lot of things to talk about today, mainly snitches, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Just to kind of bring you up to date with what's been going on. We took a load out to California, picked up a load from LAX and took that up to the Seattle airport. That was a FedEx load. And then we got an Apple load from, I don't even remember Watahatatachi or something like that, Washington. And we are taking that to Springfield, Massachusetts. So that's kind of what's been going on. He should be just shy of about 20,000 or just over 20,000 once we're done with this load. Asking my fleet manager to get me into the terminal just to go over a few things, and that's part of the training process, you know what I mean? Get people familiar with how Springfield operates, things like that. So that's going to be training as well as me handling a few things I need to handle out there. Now let's get on with this snitching, boy. Well, first of all, this hasn't been the best day for my trainee. First of all, I'm like, okay, we both realized it was time to get a shower. So I'm like, all right, let's hit a shower on my 30-minute break. I'm gonna ride it out a little bit so you get a chance to sleep pretty good before that. Cool. Stop at a truck stop in North Dakota. One of them good North Dakota Flying J's. It wasn't part of the town pump one, but it was really nice Flying J. I'm like, all right, I'm on a 30-minute break. Go in, take a shower, do all that stuff. So, I go in, take a shower, grab a little bit to eat, come back out, and my break's like at 33 minutes. So I'm like, all right, my man's going to be coming out pretty soon. Man, he didn't come out until 57 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. I was actually about to go in there and see if something happened to him, because the bathroom floors were like extremely slippery in there. So was yours slippery?
No, you had a dirty one.
All right, well, mine was slippery. So I was wondering, did he fall in there? You know what? Do I need to go check on him? So anyway, we did that. So one thing that I did do, which I like to do, especially when I'm solo, I can't do it as much now that we're teaming, is I note everything. And I happen to note we're taking a shower, getting food on both of our logs. Plus, I like to break up that long sleeper berth for him. So, boom, said that. Like 10, 15 miles down the road, he's still in the front seat, right? But he switched to sleeper berth. 10, 15 minutes down the road, they had like a surprise fucking DOT inspection in the rest area. So by the time I knew what was going on, I didn't want him to get in the back because we were so close to it. I didn't want him to see anybody without a seatbelt or anything like that. So I was just like, fuck it. So pull into this little rest area. Guy comes up. All right, we're going to give you a level 1 inspection. All right, now he's sitting in the front seat. So now the DOT officer's like, we're going to complicate this by about 25% because now they're asking for his driver's license, his logs, all that stuff. So I'm like, listen, we just took a shower. He's about to go in the back and finish up his break. I know you're inspecting me, but do you want him to be on duty for this? Because that's gonna put him in violation. He's like, no, don't worry about it. But send me both logs. So I'm giving up both driver's license, both logs, all that kind of stuff. So he gets out doing his inspection and stuff like that. And he's like, man, there's really not much to look at with this, with this truck and everything. So one of his boys comes over, and I got the door open because I'm trying to hear what, he's saying, because he's he's giving me instructions every now and then. So his boy comes over, looks in my truck. Now, when you got the Qualcomm, you got the the dim thing on the left, to brighten and to lower the brightness. Then on the right hand side, or in the middle, you have a little home button, and then on the right is where you have the volume up, volume down. Well, that home button And I didn't know what he was asking for, but we'll get to that. The home button doesn't have a light around it if you've checked all your messages, or if if you've checked all your messages, there's nothing there. If a message comes in that's a regular message, it'll be a blue little light around it. And if there was a high priority message, it's going to change that to a red thing. So the DOT officer, the second one that really wasn't inspecting us, he was just nosy. He comes in and sticks his head in here and he's like, "Oh, I see you have the red circle of death on your Qualcomm." I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "That red circle right there." And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then finally, and I'm kind of not understanding what's going on, but he's like, "Well, that red circle right there." I said, "Oh, that's kind of normal." Because it is normal. It could either be red, blue, or nothing, depending on your messages. And my co-driver tries to snitch on me and shit. And he's like, "Well, it was blue when I was driving last night." Shut the fuck up. Who asked? First of all, you ain't even supposed to be in the front seat. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, he caught me off guard is what he caught me, because I ought to just explain to him what was going on. But I thought he was talking about a triangle, the red triangle, which could say that, you went from yard move to driving status, or it could be, number. It could be a critical event. I mean, I'm not that familiar with those, but it could have been that. It could be a number of things. So, kind of caught me off guard. But I was kind of skeptical of him when he reached out to me and said, "Hey, Lyle, you want to train?" So I kind of skimmed through his Facebook page and everything, and I kind of got a general idea, and I was like, you know what, I could work with that. But then before I actually picked him up, I started skimming through a little bit more, and I saw he had like on a little police outfit, sheriff outfit or something like that. And I was like, man, he kind of looks like one of them police undercover dudes that be with the Hells Angels or some shit. So, I didn't think about it at the time. Then I thought about it today, and I was like, man, is he like an undercover, like, is Prime sending out undercover, students, whatever. So anyway, that's kind of a joke and everything, but he did take a long time in the shower, and he did, speak up when he shouldn't even have been in the front seat anyway. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on. So we're about to switch drivers. I am really trying to get out here to within 100 miles of our drop-off. I'm trying to get him a 70, and I'd possibly be able to get a 70 depending on how soon we get out here, provided we're not taking 45 minutes at truck stops and shit like that. But that's what my plan is, just to get him a break, because his hours are getting a little slim, not enough to really hurt things, but I don't want that to be an issue with me getting out to Springfield, like me having to run super solo or no crazy stuff like that. So anyway, that's the update on that. Got an idea for another video, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, just want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.